Hi vlog. It is Friday afternoon. It is currently almost 3 p.m. and it is December 13th and I'm here at my apartment in Los Angeles for one of the last times. So if you haven't seen my updates on other platforms, I'm officially moving to Austin on Wednesday. So I really only have a few more days left here. And I want to make this vlog about why I'm moving and also taking you along kind of my last couple of days here in LA. So first things first, which is kind of like context on my move. So I've lived in LA for 7 years, but for the last 2 years, I have been dating someone who lives in Austin. And in the beginning of our relationship, we kind of both went back and forth and would spend weekends at each other's place. But as the relationship progressed, I basically almost moved to Austin. Even though I didn't really move and I still have my place here, I would spend most of my time there. And so what that meant is that I was just paying rent for an apartment in LA, which is a very expensive place to live in, but I wasn't living in it. And so after like many months of not really being here and deciding whether or not I should give up my place, I have finally decided to do so and fully take the leap on Austin. And I want to walk you guys through my decision, moving in with someone, like my journey here in LA, and maybe get a little emotional because I'm, going through the motions of moving, which is a big process. I was the kind of person who always said, I'm going to live in Los Angeles for the rest of my life. And I still stand by that. Los Angeles is the best city in the world to live in. And it is so gorgeous. You can easily get anywhere. There's mountains, there's the ocean. It's just such an amazing place. There's people from all over the world, from all walks of life who live here. And it's just the best. But other than like a location itself, there's so many things that go behind why a person should choose to live somewhere. And I think the biggest factors are usually friends, work, and then personal relationship. Usually in the beginning of your life, it is your family. Family is kind of out the window for me because I don't really feel like I want to live in Greece. So I already accepted that that's not going to be part of my everyday life in person, unfortunately. So that's kind of not in the equation. And then we have friends. I basically have had most of my friends in my life live in Los Angeles the last 7 years. But the last couple of years, everyone has started to grow up and spread out and either move back home or move to Europe, I had some friends who moved to London. A ton of my friends have moved to New York, actually. Some have moved to Texas. And so that big friend factor isn't there for me anymore because 80% of the people that I love and kind of grew up with here have left. And so then we have the job, right? And I work remotely. So the company I work for is headquartered in San Francisco, but my contract is remote. And so I don't have a 9-to-5 keeping me in LA. And then I have my personal relationship, which is not here. And my boyfriend lives in Austin. And so maybe someone would ask, oh, why wouldn't he move to LA? Why do you have to move there? And he owns his firm. And so his firm is headquartered in Austin. And so he can just like leave and move here, but I can because my job is remote. And so all of these factors kind of have played into me thinking about a relocation. I feel like any place that a person lives in has a lot to offer, and there's so much growth that happens when you move somewhere. And then eventually, after many years go by, you kind of settle into your life and life is on autopilot. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it is a level like of plateau and maybe stagnation. And I personally feel like I have gotten out of LA everything that I possibly could. And the LA chapter marks for me a very specific phase of personal development. So I think when we're, you know, 20 or 21 graduating college to about 26, 25 years old, we go through this phase as young adults or kids who are turning into adults, where we have a very specific set of experiences that like mold us into the humans that we're going to be. We have our first heartbreaks and our first loves, and everything is so intense, and we have our first job and we're negotiating our first raise and our first promotion, and maybe the first time we're dealing with like a huge disappointment and we don't have our parents, and we're living alone and we're just discovering life on our own. And there's just so much that happens during that time and so much personal development. And then I think maybe around 26, 27 years old, you feel like you've settled into who you are and kind of a new period of growth begins. And I think that that's kind of where I am. I think that really intense growth chapter has come to an end, and it kind of belongs in LA. So the move isn't really caused necessarily by the fact that I'm in a relationship, but that it was time for me to go into this next chapter. And I was just weighing the options in different locations. And the only reason, honestly, why Austin was in the cards is because of Jake. It wasn't a place that I had friends in before, or I even thought about, or had really visited. And so when we started seeing each other, I knew that if this relationship progressed, I would have to move there. And so I really took that very seriously and tried for the last 2 years to build a life there and see how it made me feel. So then I would be able to decide that I'm moving there for myself, because for Amalia, I think this is a good next move and it's a good fit for me, and it's not me giving up my life for somebody else to fit into kind of like their schedule, right? So that was a big factor in delaying my move. There were a lot of instances throughout 2024 where I was like, why am I holding on to this apartment? Why am I paying for this apartment? I'm never here. And the reason I held on to it is really that sense of independence and security. I think it's a very serious matter to move in with a partner. Even though it's a very exciting topic, it's a very serious topic. And especially as women, we really need to, I think, be more mindful sometimes about what we're doing and why we're doing it. I think it can be very exciting to fall in love and kind of follow your love around the globe. But I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but my personality is just the antithesis of that. And so I really took the 2 years that I have been in Austin part-time as an opportunity to emulate what life there would look like. And so I really put myself out there to make friends. I really, you know, thought about how that's going to play into my work and building a good work routine there, and making more job related connections, establishing my routine there, and really trying to build a life and see if I like that life. See if the Austin life, which is not something I ever considered before, would fit me as a person separate from my relationship. Because I could envision that in London, I could envision that in Greece, I could envision it in New York. These are all places that I've spent so much time in, that I have so many friends in, that it would be more natural for me to go. And so I gave Austin a shot, and it turns out that I really loved it. And I'm really excited by the potential of moving there. And of course, I love my boyfriend. but it just had to be something that I was doing for me. And so it's a combination of both, and it just feels like the right choice. And so I'm super excited to move, but I have to be honest, I'm very, very sad to leave. So my sadness doesn't come from going to a new place that I'm unsure of what my life will look like, because I know exactly what my life in Austin will look like and it looks amazing. My sadness comes from giving up LA, which just has shaped me and made me who I am. I attach basically, I think, all the meaning of who I am to the city, and I feel like I credit it and I owe it to the city, and that just is such a big thing to let go and such a big chapter to close. I love to feel my feelings. I kind of romanticize everything that happens to me, and really like the super romantics take on this that really moves me and I think makes me melancholic is I see the young Amalia, 21-year-old Amalia, kind of scared, graduated college. I didn't have a job yet. I didn't have any friends here. I didn't even know my roommate well when I moved here. I didn't have a car. I didn't know what street was left and what was going on to the right. Moving here, ready to take on the big adult world, and that was so scary, and I just blossomed here, and I met the best people that I have ever met in my life here, and I made friends for life here, and I fell in love so hard here, and I got my heart broken so much here, and I got my first job here, and I discovered who I am as a professional. I took on new hobbies and discovered the world as just a young girl, and kind of that developmental phase we were talking about before shaping me to who I am. And all I see is like kind of this younger version of myself, and then who I am now, with, you know, my career and my friendships and my confidence, and all of that took place here. The hardest moments of my life took place here, and the most beautiful moments of my life took place here. And so I romanticize this place so much. It's my first big girl apartment, it's my first car, it's my first everything, and I'm gonna cry, but I'm not gonna cry on camera. This is not part of the drill, guys. A lot of people ask me, you know, isn't it scary to move to a city with no friends, with no family, with no job, and like, how did you handle that, and did you get stressed? And I think there was just, I don't know how to describe this other than like purely like some mystic magical energy, but there was just something about this city that I walked out and I would look up in the sky and the beautiful palm trees, and I just knew that I belonged here. And I just knew that everything was going to be okay. And the city always just gave me, guys, I'm getting emotional. The city always gave me this like really soothing energy that was like, I know, like deep sense of knowing that I'm in the right place and that everything is going to work out. And I don't know if that's just like personal faith or something about my connection with this place, but this place always made me feel like everything would be okay, and everything was okay. It's just very obvious to me that the big growing up chapter has come to an end, and the new growing up chapter, which is building life with a partner and maybe living a little bit more of a mature adult life, that chapter is opening up. I also don't want to be super dramatic about my move, because I know I'm going to be here every 6 to 8 weeks, because I cannot live without my friends here. I cannot live without my hairdresser here. I cannot live without my eyebrow girl. So we're gonna be here a lot, but we're not gonna be living here anymore. And so yeah, I hope you got a little more understanding behind my move, and why I'm moving and how I feel about it. There have been some requests on my TikTok for a apartment tour, and so I thought that moving day is the perfect day to show you that. It is obviously not moving day because all my furniture is here, but it is the day before a lot of the furniture that I have sold is getting picked up. So I'm basically selling the majority of my furniture except for certain pieces that I think will really match the Austin house. And tomorrow is when I've scheduled like everyone to pick up the furniture that they bought. So today is my last day with my apartment fully furnished, and I put a lot of love and care behind this apartment and kind of each piece that I've chosen. So I'm excited to show you before it all goes away. Let's do it. So I'm standing at my front door right now, and this is kind of what you get when you first walk in. We have a little kitchen over here that is all brand new and super cute. And back to kind of where we came from is a guest bathroom that now looks like very scary because I have all my moving boxes in here. I have a jacket closet here, which also looks scary because again, I am moving, so I'm not really keeping things very organized. Got some stuff up there. This is my washer and dryer unit over here. And then, yeah, just like my cute little living space, an office space, balcony over there with this really big tree that I think is beautiful and kind of brings all the green in the apartment. I actually get a ton of natural daylight, but for some reason I decided to film this in the evening. So we have the lights on. And now here's the bedroom. So this is it. I live in a 1-bed, 2-bath basically. Very straightforward, not a lot to see here. I actually had plans for wallpapering this whole thing like this beautiful green floral pink wallpaper, but I decided I wanted to do that after I had already been spending so much time in Austin, so I decided not to invest in that. So that looks kind of blank. I had a lot also of big pillows over here that I just got rid of for my move, and that is Jax's little corner. And then here's like my closet area. It's just like a little space hall with all of these closets in here. So I used to have my tops up here, jackets down here, and this all used to be completely stuffed, but I have most of my stuff in Austin now, if you can believe it. I still have so much more stuff here. This is all my dresses and some bags down there and boots, sweaters, hats, and then we have all of my pants over here. So I have nice pants and skirts up there. I have bags over here. I have denim, boots, and then honestly, my favorite part of my closet is the shoe closet. I think is so well done in this apartment. So these are just a couple of my babies. My shoes and my bags are my pride and joy, and I actually put a lot of time and effort designing my closet in Austin, and I think the shoe area is again my favorite. The shoe and the bag area that I made there is pretty cool, which you've probably seen in the background of TikToks or some photos. And then we go to the master bath, which is again super simple, but just like renovated, all new. It's a double sink. I use this one sink for storage because I just have too many cosmetics. I have some more storage down there. This is my favorite part of the bathroom, this kind of like opening vanity. Woo. These are all of my pride possessions over here, and just my shower, which is dirty right now because I'm moving and we don't really care about that. more storage, more beauty stuff over there. Laundry, you don't need to see any of that. So yeah, this is my little 1-bed apartment in LA. I love it here. This is like my sanctuary, and it is, I've lived here for 3 years. The fun fact is that this is the longest I have lived in one place since my childhood home. So I haven't lived anywhere for as long as 3 years. So this really feels like home to me, and I absolutely love this little apartment. It's like my pride and joy, and I'm gonna miss it so much. So I hope whoever takes this over loves it as much as I did and takes care of it. Right, Jaxie? Yeah. I guess since by the time you see this, I am moved out, I can tell you where it is. So this is on the cusp of Beverly Hills and West Hollywood. So my zip code is actually different depending on if it's FedEx or UPS. One is Beverly Hills 90211. And the other one is just like the Los Angeles area code. And so it's really just like a perfect location, and I'm really close to everything. And the street I'm on is called Doheny, which is a super iconic street covered in like humongous palm trees that you can kind of see from my bedroom window and also the balcony, but we're not gonna go outside right now because it's cold. But you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Kind of very iconic LA. I don't know why this is blurry, but you get the point. And then the balcony just kind of extends all the way to the bedroom. I used to have these huge planters here that were covered in green and were covering the railing. You can see them over there. Now that green planter is empty. These all used to be here in a row, but because I travel so much, all my plants died. So why is this so blurry? Okay, there we go. And that's it. Cute photo of my sister and me. And that is it. This is my little sanctuary. Oh, quick plug. This beautiful handmade oak library I bought on Etsy. And when it came, it actually said that it was shipped from Greece. So this is a Greek person who makes this all, and I really, really want to say that because it's so beautifully done, and we love all things Greek. I don't remember the name of the person who makes this, but I will link it in the bio below. And they make really, really cool stuff and big libraries and everything. So that's our little tour. That's our little house. That's Mommy's and Jaxie's house. Like I said, it's Friday afternoon and I only have a couple more days here. So this vlog is gonna be all about taking you guys along with me, doing my last couple of days in LA. Today is quite a busy day. I already went to my hair appointment. I'm trying to get all of my beauty appointments done before I leave. So I went a little darker, if you noticed. It's not really a huge difference, and this is really kind of more of my natural color. And I have a little bit more work to do today, and then I have an early dinner with 2 friends of mine, and then after that I have drinks with some other friends of mine because we're really trying to maximize seeing all the people I love while I'm here. And so I'm gonna go finish up my work, and then I'm gonna take you guys with me for the evening. We'll see. So I'm getting ready for dinner, and I think this is the first time we're getting ready together. I'm already a little ready. I always have to lint roll all of the hair from my dog off of everything I'm wearing, but it's okay. Somebody commented on my TikTok that dog hair is like stardust, and I honestly don't think I related to anything more. I'm glad that I went to the hairdresser today and my hair already looks kind of good, and I'm basically wearing the makeup from the day, but I'm gonna do a little bit of mascara and maybe refresh my blush. Oh, first I need to do earrings. I'm just gonna do studs since I'm wearing this necklace. This is one of my favorite necklaces that I own, and it's from this brand called Dorsey. All of their jewelry is lab-grown sapphires, so they're not real diamonds, and so the price is also so much more affordable. I think like tennis necklaces cost in the thousands of dollars, and this wasn't cheap, but it was maybe I think like $500, which is still obviously super pricey, but it looks so real and so classy. And you can find tennis necklace for a lot less than that, but if you want kind of like that middle ground and want to make the investment, I definitely recommend this brand. Okay, earrings are on. Now I'm just gonna curl my lashes. I actually packed a little bit since the last time that I was filming, and I feel really good about myself. I think I got like a third of my clothes, which is really not bad. And mostly it just didn't really take up a lot of time, and I thought that it would. So it gives me hope for all the rest of the items that I have left. So with the weekend tomorrow, I should totally be so good by Wednesday. I was thinking about hiring the movers that I hired also can pack for me, but I'm very OCD about my belongings, so I want to fold everything perfectly and pack it really nicely, and I don't want to have people touching my stuff, so I am doing it all myself. Okay, I'm ready to go. My outfit is kind of an I don't know what to wear outfit, so I'm gonna throw on a blazer over this. I'm just not sure whether I should do a leather blazer or just a regular blazer. This is the regular blazer, and so you can see it with the outfit. Okay, let's grab this. Here it is with the outfit. I think maybe the leather one. Let's try it on. Okay, this is the outfit with the leather blazer. It does make it more going out, but I think I actually prefer just the plain one. So I'm gonna switch. I paired it all with this little Chanel bag. And guys, I just want to show you the mess I have made. No, because this is crazy. I don't know what's going on here, but somehow I made that mess in 7 minutes. Okay, ready to go. Got my little bag, and here are all my boxes that I packed today. I actually think I'm gonna need a lot less boxes than I originally thought. I also never knew how expensive moving boxes are. It's actually really insane. So keep that in mind if you're moving. Try to maximize the space you get in a single box because it's pretty wild out there. Alrighty, time to eat because I'm hungry and I want a cocktail. Hi vlog, I'm just realizing this light is so harsh, but anyway, I just got ready to go to dinner. I think the last time we spoke, I was getting ready to go to dinner again, which was last night. I ended up just having dinner with a couple of girlfriends, and then we stopped by the Aloe holiday party, And then today I've just been up since pretty early in the morning packing, and I sold literally every single piece of furniture in my living room today. So people were coming in and out, kind of grabbing stuff. And I also saw my friend Chris. We went for lunch and he came over, and then we just lay on the ground in my apartment because we have nowhere to sit anymore, and just hung out. And honestly, today has kind of felt like a Sunday. It's been really chill, really cozy, and honestly really perfect because moving can be really stressful. So it has just been so nice and really calming. Tonight I kind of feel a little bit hyped up. I've been listening to music, getting ready, which doesn't really happen very often. I usually feel pretty chill, want to go to dinner and then sleep. But tonight, I don't know what got into me, but I want to have a drink. I want to dance. I feel like it's my last Saturday here, and so I don't know where the night will lead us. Yeah, I'm in a good mood. My spirits have lifted since this morning. It was definitely a little bit tough seeing all my furniture go, etc., but just being with friends and then listening to some good music definitely changed my mood. So I am now going to change because I've been wearing what I'm wearing basically since 9 o'clock in the morning, and probably need to shower, and then definitely need to shower, and then I'm gonna head out. Also, I did something not new but different with my eyes. I just did like a brown eyeliner and like a pinkish lid, and I really love how this turned out. The light in here is super harsh and white, so you can't really see the brown tones come through, I don't think, but I really love this. So I think I should recreate this in my next vlog and kind of show you how I did it.